and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Ugins Insight, hosted by us at Team UKMtG. And we got a bit of an action-packed episode tonight. Thank you, Wizards, for dropping a load of announcements on Valentine's Day, because we were going to stretch out one topic. That's how bad we were going to do. So luckily, Wizards are blessing us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get started, I have to let you all know who we have in tonight. So we have the Planeswalker himself, who's just rocked up from Dominaria, preparing himself for the next installment of Super Friends, ladies and gentlemen. We have Adam.
Yeah, hello.
And we have the new horrible modern player within our midst, the new Jeskai control player, who just won't let us play our damn cards. It's Steve. Steve, welcome back.
Hello.
And we have the Necromancer himself, the zombie pauper master, ladies and gentlemen. We have Chris.
Hello.
And I myself am the Goblin Lord and the Goblin King, Jordan. So, wow, we have got literally, like 5 or 6 topics tonight? It is insane how many things we got to cover. But before we get to that, we have a cracker pack, and we are cracking a pack of Conspiracy Take the Crown. So this is actually slightly in relation to one of the announcements with regards to drafts, special draft sets. So I figured I would get one of these bad boys out and crack it for some fun. So, what?
Foil Assassin.
Oh yeah, so the foil alternate assassin would be nice.
Doriti? Was it Doriti?
Doriti? Oh, Leovold. Leovold, foil Leovold.
Yeah,
Come on, Chris, aim high.
there's that other Planeswalker, the black red one.
The black red one. Oh, Doreti. It's him on the front. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So anyway, let's enough dreaming. Oh, Show and Tell's in this as well, actually. Ooh, foil that would be nice. Right. So we actually have experience drafting this set, so we actually know what we're talking about this time for a change, because we've done this a couple of times. So first common is absorb this 7 mana, target player, it's sorcery, target player loses 4 life and you gain 4, and you can basic land cycle for 2 mana.
You're using it more for the basic land cycle.
Oh yeah. I've used this every single time for the basic land cycle. I've never actually used it to cast normally. Traumatic Visions. 5 mana counter target spell, or you can cycle for a basic land.
We can already tell what this is going to be.
I actually, funnily enough, have cast this to counter a spell before, but again, this is filter.
The artwork is just weird.
I'd rather have Council.
Oh, here we go. Hurly Burly, 2 mana sorcery. Choose one, deals 1 damage to each creature without flying, or deals 1 damage to each creature with flying. It's actually quite a good spell. It's really good. I quite like it that you can do a mini board wipe, especially against the token board.
Only one though. It's a bit meh.
Not right. All right. Well, bear in mind it's in the same. Right. Okay. It's in the same level as what Pyroclasm, so which does 2 damage to every creature. This is targeted, so if you want to get rid of flying spirits or horrible pesky elves or many other things. But yeah. So yeah, Hellybell's not bad. Not bad. Okay. We have first creature. Finally, 4th card in. We get to Driver of the Dead. 3 and a black. It's a vampire. It's a 3/2. And when it dies, you return target creature card with CMC 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. So, could have some fun things with this. In this set, I can't remember any good creatures at 2 CMC. There was a couple of alright ones, but nothing major. But yeah, I'll say in Legacy you could have some fun with it. Get back Death Shadows, get back Goyfs. God's Willing, 1 white, instant. Target creature control gains protection of a colour of your choice, and you get to scry 1. It's good.
Very handy.
It's essentially hexproof, essentially on a stick.
The scry's handy on it as well.
Yeah, so 1 mana, give hexproof and scry. And what Ranger's Guile is 1 green, give hexproof and get +1/+1. So yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, speaking of elves, Copperhorn Scout, 1 single green for a 1/1, and when it attacks, you untap each other creature you control. And it's common! Yay!
You untap each other creature.
Yes,
1 mana.
I saw this go off in Pauper at the big GP, and It was horrible seeing well wishers untap to then retap to give more life. It is the most ridiculous thing known to
You
man.
can get like Alberells.
The only trouble is it's got to attack.
It's got to attack, which means it's dying.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can be a big life swinging
Unless
pulp.
it's playing your control deck.
Unless you,
then,
unless you give it intimidating, then that's when.
Yeah, there's various things like that. But yeah, so couple on scout. Raise the alarm, classic spell, 2 mana instant, put 2 1/1 white soldiers creature tokens on the battlefield. Good spell, like it. I actually would pick this so far. This is the most picked card. Oh, here we go. Our first, this is when our first Monarch card. I nearly forgot what it was called there. It is a 4 mana Thorn of the Black Rose. It's human assassin for a 1/3 with Death Touch, and when it enters the battlefield, you become the Monarch.
Nice.
If it was 3 mana, I think it'd be Planetary Legacy. I think. Yeah, 3 mana, then it'd be 3 mana, it's a 1/3 Death Toucher, it gives you card draw at the end of turn. Yeah, I think it'd be good. At 3 mana, but 4 it's a bit.
Can you play these cards in Legacy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
conspiracy cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from the conspiracies themselves. Prey upon. Single green sorcery, target creature you control fights another target creature you don't control. 1 mana, fight me.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Rather decent. Flame Slash, 1 mana red. Sorcery deals 4 damage to target creature. This is what Bombard in Standard is wishing it was. Oh god, I'd kill for this in Standard. Right, we now move on to the uncommons. We have Besmirch. So 1 and 2 red sorcery. Until the end of the turn, you gain control of target creature and it gains haste. Untap and goad that creature. So with goad, until your next turn, that creature attacks each combat if able, and it attacks a player other than you. Good in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Can actually be used in Legacy as well, so you can stop your opponent attacking with something, which is rather hilarious. It's essentially hijack with upside if you get a turn off,
Yeah.
and it can't attack. So yeah, it's not too bad. Beast Within, 3 mana instant, destroy target permanent, and put a 3. Each controller gets a 3/3 green beast.
Handy. This is
Yep.
a really handy card.
It's good. It's just good because it says destroy target permanent. Bye bye Planeswalker. Bye bye land. Bye bye whatever the hell you want.
Regularly played in Modern, isn't it?
Oh yeah. No, it sees great. It sees great player, especially in sideboards. It's like, oh, you're playing Tron, right? I'll keep you off Tron
Yeah.
by doing this. Smuggler Captain. This is one where we have our first draft mechanic. 4 mana, 2/2 human pirate, and you draft it face up. As you draft a card, you may reveal it and note down its name. Then turn Smuggler Captain face down. When Smuggler Captain enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a card with the name you noted down. For named card Smuggler's Captain, reveal it and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Yeah. So
Right,
essentially, it's a 4 mana tutor for a creature. So 4 mana into turn 5 or another turn 4.
Great pack 1, pick 1. Maybe not later on in the draft.
Yeah. So our rare is Girenzo Havoc Razor. 2 mana, 2/2, legendary goblin rogue. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, choose one. You either goad a creature that player controls, or you exile the top card of that player's library, and until the end of turn, you may cast that card, and you may spend any mana to do so.
Very handy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice. Not a bad rare, actually. This would be rather good. I don't know if, would you say Legacy Goblins?
It's 2 mana though. So.
That is
It's 2.
That is Commander.
Oh yeah, oh no, in Commander, he's playing Commander.
Yeah.
In fact, he's one of the he's one of the 99. He's not the Commander generally. He's one of the 99, but he's really good. He's really sweet, especially if you've got like Goblin Matron who can tutor him up and all this sort of thing. Definitely. So let's see. Do we have the conspiracy is hold the perimeter? So we got a rare conspiracy, which is starts the game face up, and you get a 1/2 white soldier creature with defender, and each other player gets a 1/1 red goblin with it can't block.
Yep.
So and nothing, a dragon token. So personally with Grenzo,
Probably. So
after Grenzo,
I'll probably do Beast Within.
yeah, I do Beast Within as well, I think personally.
If it was pack 1, maybe the Snugglecopter Captain, sorry.
Oh, Smuggler's Captain. Okay.
Smuggler's Captain. Yeah.
Flame Sash is a really good.
There, Flame Sash is good.
Yeah.
Good removal. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so you got 4 good picks right there. That's not too bad. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, not a bad pack. And actually, that's another goblin for my collection.
Probably one of our better packs than the.
Yeah. I don't think. Well, no, we've had a Blood Moon. That's probably. I think Blood Moon's the most
Value we've had.
value we've had in terms of our packs. For any of you interested, we are featured on iTunes. We also have all the videos featured of the pack drafts and of our podcast on our channel, so you can go and check them out right there. And without further ado, let's get ourselves stuck into the news. So the first bit of news we're going to discuss is the new ban and restricted announcement, or should we say ban and unban and restricted announcement, because there was no restrictions and there is now 2 unbannings. And if you've been under a rock, you will have known that Jace the Mind Sculptor and Bloodbraid Elf have been unbanned.
See, I'm not so bothered about Bloodbraid Elf. I think they could have unbanned Bloodbraid quite safely. But Jace, no.
No, I'm arguing with you on this point. No. Are you mad? Come on. Right, Jace the Mind Sculptor is... Right, no offence. There's enough aggro decks out there that Jace doesn't matter. It's not gonna... Jace is not going to matter at all. So I'm not bothered by that. I'm more bothered about Bloodbraid Elf.
I'm sorry, but it's the other way around. I think Jace would be more of a problem than Bloodbraid.
No!
Jace will improve.
Jace will improve. Right.
I'm sorry, Jace is broken.
Yeah, no, right. Jace at the moment only really goes into Jeskai control, maybe a bit of Lantern control, like a little bit, but that's it. Bloodbraid Elf goes into so many decks, and no offense, would you want it Bloodbraid into Colligan's command? No, because dear lord, that's insane value. It does damage, it gets rid of creatures, it destroys artifacts.
I've got a better solution. Simple. Once it goes on a battlefield, it goes straight back off the battlefield.
Can you?
It still cascades. and if you cast, it's
twice.
No, once. No, it only cascades once. But there's so many good things it can cascade into. It is unreal.
So could you go Bloodbraid? It's 4 mana, isn't it?
Yes.
Bloodbraid into Coco into Bloodbraid.
No, Coco's 4 mana.
Is it 4 mana?
Yeah. Cascade is a 1 CMC less than the spell that's being cast.
I thought it was 3 mana.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh dear lord. Thank God it's not. Could you imagine? Thank God it's not a digital card game. Imagine if Wizards did that by accident. That'd be horrific. Oh
no,
my
it
God.
could be worse. It could be 1 mana.
I thought that the image of going Bloodbraid Coco, but Bloodbraid Coco, Bloodbraid Coco.
No. To be fair, well, just imagine this. I mean, you can effectively go Bloodbraid into Eternal Witness, get something back out of your graveyard, or get another Bloodbraid out of your graveyard. There's so many things it hits. It's unreal. So that's the reason why I will argue to my dying breath that Bloodbraid is a lot worse than an unbanning than Jace's.
I'm sorry, but I still think Jace is a big problem.
It is.
You've got to only look at Legacy and how broken he is in Legacy.
Legacies are very different.
Legacy's very different. Legacy's an entirely different beast. It's like Pauper. Pauper's a completely different beast. Everyone says, "Oh, Pauper's not powerful." They've never sat down and played Pauper if they say that.
You look at Pauper. You look at the Grape Shot. Okay, Grape Shot's all right in Modern, but
Grape Shot it's banned.
That's my point. It's so good in Pauper.
Yeah, it's too good in Pauper, so they had to ban it. Whereas Modern, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. It's okay.
It's the same thing. It's okay. Yeah, it wrecks it in Legacy, but there's more of a card pool. Where in Modern, there's less of a card pool. So I'm not saying Jace is not powerful. I'm not saying it's ridiculous. However, I'm saying it's probably a right time to unban it because it's not going to have as much of an effect in the standards of Modern as it did when I've heard stories. I weren't playing at this point. It did in Modern when it was originally came out, because it originally came out with banned in Standard then Modern, didn't it?
It got banned. Hang on. So yeah, while Bloodbraid Elf was in Standard, it was playable, and it got banned from Modern and Standard at the same time.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And then Bloodbraid Elf lasted, I think it was about a year, something like that. It lasted about a year. It wasn't on the scene much longer, and then because apparently Jund, shock horror, was a bit out of control, which, you know, it's Jund, of course it was out of control. God, it's just insane what you can do.
So, talking about unbannings and how these two cards. As we go wider into the future, do you think there will be more unbannings?
I think personally there is more scope for unbannings because the bigger the card pool gets,
Yeah.
the less likely certain cards aren't as powerful and various like that. And like, you know, it's just the way. I mean, the fact is that Standard has a set card pool in it, so that, you know, they've had to ban certain things, and that will be that sort of thing. I don't think that there's no way. It's not a way. I don't see Smuggler's Sculptor coming back.
I'm thinking about the Ferocidon eventually.
I still don't think that should be
Some of
banned.
the
I don't know. I don't agree with the banning, but I know why they banned it because it was an answer card. It was the answer card to the Felidar Guardian. That was what that entire combo. But if Ferocidon didn't say you can't gain life,
yeah.
it'd still be in.
Yeah.
It's not the whenever a creature enters the battlefield. That's not the bit that bothers them. It's the fact is there's no way to get round mono red burn or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
thinking
right.
maybe once cards are rotated, Hazoret's rotating out in October, you're talking about a whole new card pool, you've got Dominaria,
Possibly,
you're going to have a new
yeah.
set. You know, there might be room for the Ferocidon.
I would say, at that point, there's a good scope at that point to justify putting it back in, sort of thing. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It would be nice to have it back because I don't think it's that busted of a Magic card. But I don't know. It's a bit of a. It depends on.
What comes out.
Well, we need to see what Dominaria brings, and then it's whatever this. Well, there'll be the first set. Oh, is it core set? Yeah.
After Dominator's core set, then we don't go.
Oh yeah, no, hang on, no, I thought it's. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, so it's. So it's Dominaria next, then it's core set. Yeah, then it's the first set of the 3, isn't it? Because the block after Dominaria is a 3 block set.
Yeah.
So that'll be that'll be interesting to see what happens there.
I just think it's nice to see cards getting unbanned. We've had so many bannings, especially in Standard.
Yeah.
And you know.
But I mean, I have to say, I mean, I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen Pleasant Kenobi's video?
Yes.
Not yet.
Right. I actually agree with him slightly. It kind of feels like they've unbanned him just so they can sell the set. Because Masters 25 is coming out. They've announced, because admittedly, if you know, at the time he was what, $20? He was less than that, wasn't he? He wasn't good. But since they've announced the unbanning, or since there was even a hint of the unban, he crept up in price a little, and then they said, oh, he's unbanned, and then the price went from $20 to what, $100 a card?
140.
It was 140. Yeah, 140 at one point. I'm sorry, but that's insane. So now we're getting to the point of where Masters 25 is another lottery set, which generally the Masters sets are anyway. But what happens if Jace runs wild in Modern? They're gonna have to ban him, and people are gonna feel cheated and stuff like that.
The thing is, it does make me wonder if he and Bloodbraid Health will get banned again, because it does feel like they've done this as a trial.
Well, to be fair, we know the Bloodbraid Elf can be playable because it lasted a year before the banning last time, and now there's a bigger card pool and more removal and blah blah blah. So I think it's only a 4/3, so it's not like it's invincible.
Can die to bolt.
You can die to bolt. You can die to even a lot of black removal. You know, there's plenty of removal to get rid of it.
Let's just play a braid.
Hey, what's wrong with the braid? Does 4 damage. It does 4 damage to a creature and can destroy an artifact. Oh, can it? Oh, fine. It's strictly worse lightning bolt, but at least it can target an artifact as well.
Well, if they cascade and they kill one of your permanents, then it becomes vulnerable to fatal push from that as well.
Yeah, that's another good shot actually, Chris. Yeah, so theoretically you can fetch fatal push or remove a creature fatal push. There's ways of getting rid of it quite easily, and then all you got to do is keep it out of the graveyard. So there's plenty of things to get rid of the graveyard. So there's plenty of graveyard shenanigans already, so we don't have to worry about that. But definitely, I don't know which way it's going to go personally. It's a bit hard.
It'd be an interesting one to keep, and actually, it's had a massive effect for tournaments coming up now.
No, it's not.
Well, like for the rest of the year, not like this week. Obviously.
Yeah, no, I think it's only tournament legal. It's after Madrid. I think it's after Madrid, or is it
after this weekend?
Oh, it's after this week. Yeah,
yeah.
So because there's a GP on this weekend.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think it's Lyon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lyon this weekend, and then but it's not legal yet, and I think it's like. Is it modern? I think it is modern.
It's modern,
yeah. So it's not legal yet, which is.
I think if it wasn't modern, they would have just gone.
Yeah, they said,
yeah, that's fine.
They said this because so that people didn't have to rebuild their decks.
Yeah.
Which you would, because admittedly, I mean, I run 3 lightning bolts in my deck. I'd be tempted to go up to 4 and go down a path. So I've generally got 3 damage to stick to Jace if he's gonna be pesky against my deck. I'd be very tempted. But yeah, but to be fair, actually, there's plenty of removal actually across the colours. In fact, Khans gave us a load of good removal. They gave us Displayed Dominance, destroy target blue or black permanent, and that's 2 mana. There's a lot. In fact, a lot of the colours have enough decent ways to get rid of him. Hell, you could Ixalan's Binding and go, haha, I took your Jace, now try and cast another.
Just play Jace's Defeat.
Jace's Speed spikes in price. It's a $10 uncommon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, Adam.
You get to draw and discard then.
But that would only go in decks that are playing Jace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the mirror for the mirror match. Yeah, so anyway, right, so those are the banned and restricted announcements. I think too early to see what's going to happen yet. Magic Online is going to be the proving ground of it, because there's not a major GP modern tournament for a couple of months now, sort of thing. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how if it badly affects Magic Online. I think it might affect things, but I think he's definitely staying unbanned until Masters 25 comes out, obviously. So
yeah.
Don't
Unless the data, like the Sahili combo did on the Magic Online, severely shows that Jace is broken.
Yeah.
And they do an emergency
If they
ban.
know for sure they're going to unban it, and if they know for sure they're going to ban him, it's best to do it before Masters 25 comes out, because if they do it after it comes out, the loss of
people will lose
face.
face. Yeah, that. Yeah, you're probably right on that, Steve. Actually, I would give you that. Yeah. Anyway, let's get off this depressing topic of blue mages and everything like that, because nobody likes a blue mage. Nobody likes a blue mage, Steve. Not directed at another fellow YouTuber either. I promise. Was it hashtag throwing shade? As Kenobi says. The next, obviously, we did Conspiracy Cracker Pack, because the next bit of news is the upcoming this year's special draft set, which is going to be a set called Battlebond, which is, just you'd expect to be another random thing, but this is actually a draft set that's set around 2-headed giants, which sounds rather intriguing. Actually, I'm quite interested in this. I mean, to be fair, they played around with 2-headed giants mainly in North of the Gatewatch. That was the big one. But this one's apparently set around world of Kylem, something like that. And it's set around the arena, and apparently you win and you get better points, apparently for causing spectacles and blah. So I don't know if it's going to have that sort of element. If you can win the game for, I don't know, casting 4 7-mana spells or some stuff like that. There'll be a card like that if you can cast 4 7-mana spells. There'll be something daft. But yeah, so. It sounds really interesting. I mean, I like the thought of being able to do a draft and specifically do 2-headed giant, because you couldn't do that with Oath of the Gatewatch. The only way you can play 2-headed giant is if you did sealed, or if there was a constructed 2-headed giant event. There was never a draft option to then go into things.
To be fair, our LGS, the only time we've done 2-headed is predominantly pre-release, and we've had the one time where we did 2-headed draft.
Was it? Oh,
I always remember that.
Yeah.
Fog.
The hairs of pollen.
Commencement of the festivities.
Commencement of the festivities. Yes. Oh god, I remember that rage across the tables. Actually, I was there that night.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was playing constructed, and I just heard the no.
I think you were playing that Gate
Yeah,
happened.
No, yeah, I think me and you were having a battle, and I think we were playing modern.
Modern,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we were doing modern. Yeah.
So I was
For the
gonna-
people that are wondering what we're talking about,
Yeah.
so basically, me and Steve did a two-headed draft, and we were playing against two other opponents, and we were just sitting across the table. Steve was about, they swung in for 27, we had 30 life. They had 1 life, and we had a 1-2 on the field, and a tapped Menace Train. Anyway, they swung in. Steve was about to tap up to do it, the third turn of 5 or something like that. First turn of 5, and I go to him, no, don't do it, just wait. And he was like, no, what are we doing? It was like, just wait. So we took the 27 down to 3. The next turn, we just got nothing, so we still had our 1-2, we couldn't swing in, because they kept the rocker back. Our opponent goes, right, we're going to swing in with this, this, and this, and this. And then the other two-headed partner went over to the table, his part of the table, and went, now we're going to swing with everything. And then Steve goes, we'll play Commencement of Festivities, prevent all combat damage, and then we tried to swing in with the 1-2. They drew a card which was tap target creature. However, Steve drew a card which was untap target creature, and I drew a card that allowed me to untap my Menace Train, crew my Menace Train. So we crewed the Menace Train and swung in from
Exactly.
The rage was fruity with that.
Yeah, essentially, me and Chris were in the middle of a game and heard "No!" from across the store, and I think everyone stopped and turned around just to see the other opponents.
We never had a massive crowd in a
Yeah,
game like that.
yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, so the entire thing, I think it's actually quite good that they're visiting the mechanic of two-headed giant, and they're gonna go big. I mean, they didn't announce any cards. They've said that there's gonna be 84 brand new ones, which is gonna be, and there's 200. I think it's a 260 something set. So there's a fair amount of reprints in there as well, which is quite nice. So that's going to be quite sweet.
You're going to find 84 new ways to break modern.
they have 84 chapters. Oh no, it's not. It won't be legal in Modern. It's only legal in Legacy.
84 ways to break Legacy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Any of the special sets are only legal
Yeah.
in Legacy, Vintage, Commander. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, 84 cards. They could have certainly some fun. In fact, if there's any commons, they're available in Forum.
Imagine.
They'll probably chuck a few new mythic, like new cards. They'll probably do 1 or 2. Maybe
Yeah. They'll probably be about 4. About 1 or 2 mythics.
Imagine
10, 15 rares. Yeah.
Imagine a reprinted Beast Within as a common.
But Beast Within as a common. Oh god, that was wreck Pauper. Poor Pauper. But yeah, no. To be fair, it's always the specialist sets that have the most impact on formats like Pauper and stuff like that, because this is where they downgrade like certain cards down, and it gets insane. I think what was it? The Master? No, was it Eternal Masters? No. It was Modern Masters 3. They put 2 rares down to common. And that had a big impact on Modern Shock Horror. And Eternal Masters obviously downgraded Peregrine Drake down from an uncommon to a common, and that wrecked the format online, apparently. So yeah, it did get banned, for good reason. Because casting a 5-mana creature and then being able to untap 5 lands is a bit busted.
Just a little bit.
And it's a 3/4 flyer with a nation on it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, so Battlebond, we don't know anything else yet. It sounds amazing though, quite frankly. I'm quite...
It'll be good laugh.
Yeah, I think what we're able to say, we're going to have to definitely get our live stream setup going, and we're going to have to definitely we can draft with 4. Yeah, you can draft with 4. So we can do a draft with 4 and then have a 2-headed battle, which would be good. So moving on, because we can't dawdle all day. We have the next announcement is that Wizards are releasing a product called Spellbook of Jace Valerian, which sounds very fancy, but what it really is From the Vault is back. Shock horror. But these are apparently very specific cards to a Planeswalker, as we understand. Now, I think it was believed it was meant to be 1 premium card and 8 cards that relate to the Planeswalker mentioned.
Jace's defeat.
No. Adam, I know you've probably been secretly buying up all the stocks of Jace's defeat you can get your hand on, but no. But yeah, so I mean, the premium card, I assume will be a popular Jace card, probably one that needs a reprint. I mean, obviously, with M25 coming out, we know it's probably not the Mind Sculptor. I mean, the next most popular Jace...
Architect of Thought? That's been reprinted to death, isn't it?
What about the Origins?
That's just been reprinted in Trans. That was in the last Volt from Transform, so that was
5 mana Jace from Shadows of Infinite.
Yeah, have a feeling no to that one, Adam.
Unless they do a standard one, they do a standard one.
I mean, yeah, well, that's still in standard, so it's not massive. I mean, there's Party Jace. That's called Jace Balerion, I believe. Yeah, that's the Jace Balerion one. He's 3 or 4 mana. But yeah, so they'll probably reprint one of the Jaces, one of the many Jaces they have. And then 8 cards around him. I mean, my immediate one goes to Jace's Sanctum or Jace's Archivist from Origins. You know, because those are very specific cards. You suppose you could... Oh! Jace the Living Guild Pact. There we go. Just the Living Guild Pact. There's that one. That's another Jace card. That's probably the premium card, because that's what I've seen the thing for a while. And then... Oh... I don't know. You've got to... Mainly a lot of the cards I immediately come to are ones that were in Origins. But there are probably a lot of good Jace cards out there, sort of thing. I mean, Sphinx's Tutelage. I hate that card, though.
Was that the one where you mill...
We don't talk
Same colour?
Yes.
You're not gonna
until
laugh.
we hate that card so
That's
much.
a free,
You're not going to like my next modern day number.
Is it Free Insanity with Sphinx's Tutelage?
Maybe.
and traumatized and various other things. Yeah, I mean, there's many. About to say, it's interesting to see which way they go down this one. I mean, I can't specifically think of any J-specific card that's not been recently done off the top of my head. I mean, there's maybe something in. I mean, but I mean, what's the problem is that they've not really given a definition on what is a Planeswalker specific card. I mean, a load of cards that are Planeswalker specific, like for example, if they do Spellbook Chandra, there's obviously Chandra's Outrage, but that's been reprinted God knows how many times.
Maybe it will just be a box of all the Jace Planeswalkers. That's going to be mega money.
Yeah, but then Steve, all that's going to happen is Steve's going to go down to the store, go in first, and buy them all. Just for every single blue deck he could ever play.
Tribal Jace.
Oh, don't, because I've already had nightmares about this in Modern with Tribal Jace. Oh
my god, that is actually now possible.
yes. Jace Commander Jace. Oh yeah, because you can play Flip Jace, Flip Jace as the commander, and then you just have every other Jace, along with every
counter spell,
every nil spell, that is the most traumatizing, most horrific deck idea I've ever thought about. In fact, you could even do the there's a Planar Chase has got some hilarious blue spells in it. Where you can, I think there's got some protection spells and stuff like that. So that's stupid. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know which way they're gonna go on that. I mean, I didn't mind From the Vault when they were good. Like for example, From the Vault Dragons. That was amazing. Some of the cards in that were sweet.
Have you seen the Transform though? Transform's got some pretty sweet ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, yeah, it's all right, but I feel like they missed a trick. Like, I mean, yeah, they put Fellmaster, the Hunter the Fell. Yeah, what was it? Hunter's Fells, or yeah, the Flip Werewolf one. They had him in, but where's the Mayor of Averbrook? That's more play.
Do you really get the value out of those?
No. It depends, because generally the ones they consider premium go for like $100, and it's like, yeah, I'm breaking even. Whereas the ones like Annihilation was selling for like 30 quid in store, and there was about 35, like not even that in terms of poundage. But there was some good board wipes and stuff like that. Although there was no Anger of the Gods, where there wasn't an Anger of the Gods, I don't know, and there was no Damnation, of course. Ooh, that brings me on to my next point in a minute. I just thought of our next point. Thinking ahead.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, you've just clocked it. Yeah, we just clocked
That's
it.
already been reprinted recently.
Shut up. Anyway, so we can't be bothered talking about this anymore. So we'll move on. So obviously we have it's not called Modern. It's Masters 25 coming out. Now, obviously it is a Masters reprint, and they said it is iconic cards Because let's be honest, Iconic Masters did so well. Not
Iconic cards, so
they said it's full of iconic cards from Magic. Which what was Iconic Masters meant to be then, quite frankly, in my opinion. But anyway,
Liliana Vale reprint.
you're determined to get a Liliana the Veil reprint, aren't you?
Yes.
you had yours,
You had it. You had
Yeah.
Modern Masters 3.
and you didn't get one.
Shut up, Adam.
No.
Just shut up.
I mean, obviously, so far the only 3 cards that have been confirmed. Oh, sorry, there's 2 cards that have been confirmed, which is Jace the Mind Sculptor and I can't remember her name. I'm sure one of you can tell. The Kamigawa one who gives you extra lands in play and is really good in Commander.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's really sweet. She's really good in Commander. And in fact, that's probably the reason why she's been reprinted massively. And then they've shown on the box this one of the other packs has this weird robot-y looking thing. Lots of vague things on that. I mean, there's someone said possibly Steel Overseer. Could be a
There's a
shout.
lot of rumours with Phyrexian Obliterator getting reprint.
Yes, no, Phyrexian Obliterator is getting reprinted, so that's the third card.
Sweet!
So that one is being reprinted.
Maybe it's an alternative art for Khan. It's going to be Robot Khan.
No, you can't really mess with Khan.
Khan.
No, because if you look at Dominaria, you've got that's what Khan looks like. So you can't you can't mess with Khan. I mean, Steel Overseer and Platinum Imperion were the 2 best shout outs I've heard. Someone said, "Oh, it should be Arcbound Ravager," and I went, "It doesn't really look like what I would envision a Ravager to look like." Because all the Ravagers have always featured have always been beastie looking things, and this looks actually like a very spiky robot.
I think 5.
Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do is what would we want to see? So Chris is out the gates, and with Thalia, Guardian of Thraben.
Yeah, that would be one.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah,
Obviously Liliana, which I'm not.
Liliana Veil. I think you would do very well to get that, but I don't think it's. Would you say it's iconic? Is the question.
Well, to be fair, she's had a massive impact.
I mean, I would assume, right, because they're all, what, you get, there tends to be what? How many mythics they're printed for set? Is it 8 mythics? No. Yeah, no, it's a small set, so it'll be roughly 6 to 8 mythics.
I think they'll do 2 per colour, won't they?
Roughly. It depends, sort of thing. So, if there'll be, I think there'll be 3 Planeswalkers. I personally think there'll be 3 Planeswalkers.
Obviously Jace, I reckon possibly Khan.
Khan, yeah,
I think Khan's desperately due for a reprint.
Yeah, Khan would be a good shout. I think the other Planeswalker person would be Elspeth. I think the cheapy Elspeth, not the one that was in the modern event deck.
Does she massively need a reprint?
No, Ugin wouldn't be. Yeah, but you can't have 2 colours then, so you'd either have to have Ugin or Khan. So
I think if that was the case, Ugin might be over Khan because Ugin hasn't had a reprint, but Khan has been reprinted.
But then again, you look at prices, Ugin's a lot less.
Yeah, because he sees a lot less play because you need 8 mana to cast Ugin, and you only need 7, which is, funnily enough, 3 Tron lands for Khan. So yeah, that's a bit. I don't know. So Planeswalkers. I think they would put Elspeth in because Elspeth works in a limited environment. That's why I think Elspeth.
I think they are probably not going to do any colourless Planeswalkers. I think the shout would be Mox Opal because that has gone up in price. Obviously, Land and Control is one of the Pro Tour. That deck needs to go.
Boo hiss.
that deck needs to go down in price, and that's probably one of the most expensive cards in the set. Also, as Steve rightly said before we started the podcast, the other one could be Ensnaring Bridge, which would be actually if you do that's
a rare. So
you
could
open up Calm then. So it might be Ensnaring Bridge and Calm maybe.
Yeah, that's good. I wouldn't be too
the card everyone wants to get, but don't want reprinted.
Yeah, I don't know. So one of my choices would be Damnation. That would be a good one because
that's a sweet one.
Because that's still it's only had 2 reprints and it's still high.
It got reprinted recently though, didn't it?
It did, but it's still it's not pricey. It's not as pricey as it was, but it could do with I think another reprint just to bring it back down to affordable levels generally would be
The
nice.
opposite of Wrath of God.
Yeah, it is the opposite of Wrath of God. It was the Plane of Chaos opposite of Wrath of God. And then my other one was Noble Hierarch. I would vouch for sort of thing, because think about it, right? It's gonna be a promo anyway this year for the regional Pro Tour qualifier. So I could see why not try and bring the price down a bit more, because the promos from the the nationals and the regional Pro Tour qualifiers don't exactly bring the price down a lot.
No.
So if they, for a solely needed reprint, put in Noble Hierarch, get the price down a bit more, and everyone has a chance to get a Noble Hierarch, like me, who needs 3.
How about chucking the Shocklands in there?
Personally, I want to see the fetches have another reprint of the Zendikar ones. I want the Zendikar fetches.
I would like the fetches to be reprinted, but
Yeah.
I think we're thinking rather ambitiously here.
Too soon.
Oh come on! We're shooting for the stars here. Look, we might as well. Let's just. I want all of modern reprinted.
Well, they've done the Zendikar one. They possibly do the Dragons.
Well, no, because they've done. Did they do Zendikar? Yeah, they did Zendikar. Oh no, they did Zendikar in Mod Masters 3, didn't they? So yeah,
two dragons maybe.
Dragons don't need a reprint.
yeah, they kind of do. They're kind of going up a little bit now, sort of thing. So it's kind of if you want to keep fetches available, because the fact is, let's be honest, you can use the dragons one. You can use the dragons of Takayas and the onslaught, and originally we should call them onslaught lands. They can be used to get pretty much all the lands you need for modern anyway. Sort of thing. They're just in the. I think they're in the enemy colours. No, they're in the ally colours. They're in the ally colours. The Zendikars are in the enemy colours. So it's kind of. It's about. I mean, the only other cards I could really think of off the top of my head is Chalice of the Void.
Yeah.
That's another. That's probably up there. I mean, between it and Mork's Opal, I think that's probably one of the.
They tried to bring both down with the vengeance, but it didn't really work.
It doesn't. No, because effectively, if you try to print anything as a masterpiece or a promo, it just makes it alternate, rare, scarce. So it doesn't bring the price down. It just it'll dampen the price of a normal one a little bit, because people will sell them to get the promos.
Yeah.
But it's not that great personally. So Chalice of the Void is probably my other sort of, because that hasn't had a reprint.
I'll check that. Yeah.
I don't think it has. I think it's only been reprinted once.
That's probably why it's so expensive.
I think it's only been done once, and it's only been done as a masterpiece. Well, so it's had 2 reprints, but we don't really count.
It's had 3 reprints: Morin, Modern Masters, and Masterpiece Theory. So technically 2 reprints.
Oh yeah, so it's had 2. So I would say but it's still an expensive card. So I still think that I would buy for that myself. That and Noble Hierarch myself. I would like to say Damnation. If it comes, it comes. But I don't. As you say, it's had a recent reprint, so probably.
So when spoiler season for this, it must be next couple of weeks.
It'll be a while. No, it's a couple of months off. Yeah, I think this is the summer set, isn't it? So,
You told me it was next month.
is it?
Next month, yeah, it's mid of the month.
All right. Oh, sweet. So sports season soon.
Even better.
Great. Well.
You lied to me.
No, well, I didn't need like a second kidney. I can sell that quite easily. I mean, Steve, is there any cards that you would want out of?
Previews will start February the 26th.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
There we go. I've got my news team on it. Thank you.
I don't know. I'm happy there's Jason there.
You just want Jace. You just
Yeah,
want
I
Jace,
just want
don't you?
Jace.
He's like, yeah, I get to play with Jace.
The day it comes out, we will see Steve with 5 boxes walking out the store. Must get Jace.
Afternoon, afternoon, gentlemen. Catch you later. I have got to go home and crack packs. I mean, it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be sweet. I'll probably get a box and we'll probably draft it. I think. I mean, saying about that, I've got an Iconic Masters box set upstairs that we haven't touched yet. Get around to that at some point. But yeah, so we'll get a box of the channel, and we'll do at least one cracking of one of that. Well, to be fair, there's gonna be probably buying a box anyway, so one of us will record it.
If my bank account allows it, I'll.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, my bank account won't allow it. Hello, dear. But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see which way they go with that. But yeah, so definitely got some sweet, cool things to think about. And yeah, so I think we're probably going to leave the podcast there, ladies and gentlemen. Just as another reminder, you can find us on iTunes as well as on the YouTube channel. And you can enjoy listening to us to your heart's content. There is a playlist going back. I believe that we're now on episode 20. I'm sure one of my fellow colleagues will correct me if I'm wrong on that.
I think it is.
Yay! We're in double digits. Yay! Got to 20 episodes. How have we done that?
Yeah, it's probably episode 20.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
we'll get to episode 25 by the 25th anniversary of Magic.
great. So you mean we're going to film another 5 podcasts between now and release? Yay!
We got time.
We got time. Yeah, we can just stop. We're just going to take one topic and talk about it for the next 40 minutes.
Oh, hello, bye. That's
Hello, bye. That counts. So anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. We have been Team UKMtG here, and this has been Ugins Insight, episode 20. And we all hope you have a pleasant afternoon, evening, or whatever time frame you're in. And with all we like to say is goodbye.
See you later.
See you later, guys.
Bye.